Hello beautiful, my name is Katima and this is my channel Hay&Kay. This video is about wellness, and I just wanted to come and share some things that I thought that was very important to your health, your wellness, your well-being, you know what I mean? So the first thing I wanted to talk about is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the number one key to being well with yourself, your well-being. If you let go of the past hurts and traumas in your life and forgive yourself and forgive other people for what they have done against you or what you have done against yourself, then you can move on in the world. You can let go, you can clean out, begin to declutter yourself. After you start forgiving, you want to start telling your God, tell my God, how thankful I am for the things that I do have in my life, that I do have and that I do love. Like for instance, every morning I wake up, I'll make me some tea, go to the bathroom, do what I gotta do, and I'll make me a list of 10 things that I'm thankful for. So I'll write down, I'll say, I am thankful and grateful now that I have clothes on my back, now that I have food in the refrigerator, now that I have a car to drive with gas in it, full tank. I'm thankful and grateful now that I have a job and I'm prospering in my job, and I'm thankful and grateful now that everything is just working out for the good, for my good. And I write that every morning. Well, I started writing it every morning, and I'm telling you, it's been working. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It has been working. All right, another one is mental wellness. Oh, sorry, my air conditioner is really loud. Or my heat, because it's hot, it's cold here. The next thing is mental wellness, and mental wellness is basically realizing your own abilities and finding how you cope with stress. So the way I cope with stress is I like to draw, I like to do art projects in my house, I like to plant plants, I like to watch HGTV. That's how I cope with stress. And I like to also do my hair and do my makeup, and I like to do clothing. Like I bought this sweater from the store, and then I happened to just spray some bleach on it, and it just worked out. I just love it, and I get lots of compliments on it. But nevertheless, just doing things that you love that help you cope with stress. That could be volunteering into your community, helping kids out with homework at after school programs, or walking kids from the bus, because there's a lot of kids nowadays that have to walk home by themselves and their parents are at work and they have to stay there for long periods of hours. Volunteer to help some kids out. And you can also like feed the homeless. Like there are 12 months in a year. You don't have to just do it for Christmas or for New Year's or for Thanksgiving. There are 12 months in a year. People always need food. Everywhere you are, somebody always needs some food. So just volunteer your help. It's okay. That's how if you give, then you receive, and that's how your mental health goes into that. For emotional wellness basically is your attentiveness to your feeling, being attentive to your feelings and behaviors, whether it's positive or negative. So for instance, say you are walking and you don't like walking alone, or you're alone most of the time. You understand that yes, maybe me being alone is not the best for me, and then you go out and you try to figure out how can you not be alone. Maybe you should, like we said, go and volunteer at different places that could help you not be alone. And for another example, like emotional wellness, I have an example. I have plenty of examples. I can't think of any of them right now. Just being attentive to your own feelings. Like today I feel unhappy. Well, why do you feel unhappy? Well, maybe it's because I couldn't pay one of my bills, or I just forgot to, like, I just don't like my hair today, you know. That's definitely a reason that I could be upset about something that's going on in my life. I just forgot to do my hair, or my hair just feels a mess. Well, go pay attention to how you feel, how your hair makes you feel, or how what is making you unhappy with the way that you feel at the moment, and go fix it. That is, it's a really easy fix. I mean, sometimes it's not. Sometimes, you know, you feel some type of way, you have identified your feelings, and it could be like a relationship type of feeling. You're in a relationship and you're not happy with yourself in a relationship. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Well, you probably tried to talk to your spouse, or maybe you didn't try to talk to your spouse. If you did, then your spouse probably understands how you feel, but he's not acknowledging your feelings. Well, that's where you have to come into action, and you have to make a decision. Is this making me happy? Is this making me unhappy? How is it making me feel internally, and how am I internalizing this on myself? Because eventually, if you don't fix the problem, then it will start to wear on you, and you don't want it to wear on you, because then you start looking older, and then like stress just shows up all over. Your hair starts falling out. Like, just many different things can happen when stress is present, especially when you're ignoring the symptoms. All right, so and if you continue to ignore how you feel, then you fall into a deep depression, or you have anxiety. Don't ignore your feelings, people. If you need to talk, then talk. Find that there's always somebody. There's hotlines out there that you could talk, that you can just pick up the phone and talk to people. I'm sure that you might have friends. Maybe if you don't, I understand. But I have friends that just call me. They just call me out of the blue, and it's like, I just need to vent real quick, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I do the same thing to my friends. But you have to be willing to try to be better mentally. You cannot hold that stuff in, because it will eventually drain the living crap out of you. It really would. It really will. So please do better for me. Do better for me, okay? All right. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is physical wellness. Physical wellness is the proper way to take care of your body. And a lot of people are just like, I feel like nowadays it's a trend to like take care of your body. It's just in right now. But some people are just not. And I don't want you to think that the reason why people are doing it is because that's just what they want to do. When you're active, when you work out, or when you just walk, and you eat better, you feel better about yourself. You give yourself a purpose for being here. And yes, everybody has a purpose. It doesn't matter who you are, or what you look like, or where you've been, or your background. Everybody in this world has a purpose. And whether you know it or not, you affect other people that are in your life, and or just a bystander, innocent bystanders. So for example, like I'm very antisocial sometimes. Most of the time I'm very like outgoing, and I'm pretty energetic majority of the time. But sometimes you just get really down, and you just never know who is watching you. I mean, seriously, you never know. But long story short, I realized that I had a huge influence on the people that were around me. And I did not realize that the energy that I was putting out, that they were latching on. And I was like, wow, you do not realize the people, the energy that you put out, it attracts other people. And so that means that if you're taking care of yourself, if you're doing your makeup, or if you're like eating well, and somebody asks you, come up to you like, oh, I don't understand why you do this and this and this, and you're like, well, I do this because I want to feel this way, and they're like, what? It just kind of blows their whole mind, and it helps them to be better for themselves, because they see that you are being an example. They see that you're doing it, and so clearly it could be good. It has to be something good going on, because the outcome that you have, they probably want in their lives as well. So like I said, you have to lead by example, but you also have to be mindful that your physical wellness is important. The way that you eat, the way that you treat yourself, and this goes back to mental health, to mental wellness. Mental wellness is very important. It goes along with physical wellness. If you're not strengthening your mind, so that means like reading books that interest you, or that help you to get to that next level that you need in your career, or just a next level in your personal life or your relationship goals. Like you should definitely have relationship goals. You should definitely have financial goals. You should have physical fitness goals. You should have mental goals. I mean, seriously, guys, it's very important that you set goals in your life, in every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your being should be growing and maturing. Because if you don't, then that's where the depression, that's where the anxiety comes from, because you're not pushing yourself to your highest potential. You are your own worst enemy. And if you don't get it together, then, I mean, you only live one life. You live one life. You are that person. I'm Katima, and I only have one life to live, and I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. I want to give it 125%. Why? Because I am the only person that can make me happy. And if I'm not happy, then nobody else around me is happy. Why? Because the energy that I put off affects everybody, not just me. And once you realize that, and you start looking around you, then you're like, man, I think I need to change. I need to change for me. I need to change. I want to be better. I want to be the better version of me. And that is what I want to give off. I want to put my energy out there so I can influence you to be the best you could be, to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. And that is why I like helping people, because I want everybody to be great. You know, I want you to do whatever it is that you love to do. And if I can help, I'm here to help. Okay, guys, that is all that I have on my paper, and I'm done. Thank you so much for listening. I always have a lot to give, and thank you so much. All right, guys, till next time, remember, love yourself, work on your mental, your physical, and your emotional wellness, because wellness rules the world. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about what I just said. We can keep this conversation going. If you have something to add to the video, that's awesome, and I can put it in the next video. But I'm excited to hear from you guys. Love you much, and remember that you are beautiful. All right, hey guys. Gosh, can't get it together. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautifuls. Hello.